Hi everyone. So this is gonna be a little bit different. Basically, a couple of years back, I did this thing where it was like 10 albums in 10 days, where you just post a photo of an album that had an impact on you, and you can elaborate if you want, but not elaborating is dumb as hell. Like it's like, oh, here's an album I like, cool, great. No, tell me why this album impacted you. So I didn't finish it. I only did like half of it. So I saw it floating around again recently. So I thought, you know what? Why don't I do a video series? Every day, talk about a different album that had an impact on me. Totally unscripted. I don't have. I'm just talking right off the top of my head. Right now, I'm working with my friend Nick on a very big video project. Probably the biggest thing I've ever done. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it involves these games. So, that's in the works. So I didn't want it to go dead on this channel for like a month while we worked on that. So this is just my way of giving you guys a little extra content over here. And let's me talk about some albums that made a huge impact on me. So with that out of the way, let's get started with number one, and that of course is Master of Puppets. So, if you've seen my Metallica ranking video, you know that this album pretty much started everything for me. Like, this was the first album I ever actually like sat down and listened to all the way through. And honestly, like, dude, I remember. I literally just told this exact story in that video, but if you haven't seen it, I remember as a kid, I saw this in my dad's collection with like AC/DC and Ozzy and all that shit. I remember picking this up, and like this cover terrified me. Like I was actually really intimidated. Also, I thought Metallica was the genre, not just the band, because it's half right. Metal is the first couple words. This album had a huge impact on me. Without it, man, I don't know how much music I'd be listening to now. I mean, I'm sure I would have listened to something eventually, but because this album just fucking kickstarted my whole career as a musician. So I don't care, like, it's been years, like fucking like a decade and a half since I fucking heard this album. No matter how much I move away from Metallica, like this album will always hold a special place in my heart. So that's Master Puppets for you. Come back tomorrow when I do another album. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.